You're. Coño. Trying to be nice and quiet and shit. Didn't work. What's going on, fam? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Is it Friday? Yes, it's Friday. Happy Friday. I hope you guys can hear me good. Let me know if you can't hear me well. We got some tunes playing in the background. We got the ice cream truck going on in the background. It is almost summer. I know spring just started, but like it's almost summer in New York City. So it is a lot going on. It is a lot going on back there. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Yeah. We're going to be tapping in today with, or we're going to be tapping in today for Aquarius and Aquarius energy, sun, moon, rising. It's going to be one of those nights. I don't know. Can you guys hear the music that's playing? Listen, we super lit. I should be tired, and I low-key am tired, but like after I finish parlaying with y'all, I got some plans. So we're gonna tap in. We're gonna choose peace today. What deck we gonna use? Let's start light. 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 Hi, Heather. Hi, Heather. Hi, Soraya. I'm not ready. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. It's 7 p.m. It's 8:17. Yo, Heather. I was about to start getting crazy. 7 p.m. Friday. She said it's 8:17. Where the fuck I got 7 p.m. from? I don't even know. Hi, Deb. Drive safe, girl. Drive safe. Yo, the fucking camera moving is gonna drive me nuts. I didn't even think about that. I got the tripod hooked up to the table. We on the new table here. I want to show y'all the tricks that the table does, but we attached to the table, so you gotta catch the vlog. I'm like, I said vlog, and I'm thinking to myself, bitch, when you gonna post it? I don't even know. I don't even know. Because I just added like 3 more hours of fucking content to edit today. But at some point, the next vlog, you guys will see the magic that this table does. We are on the new table. Hi, Miss Redmond. Happy Friday. Happy motherfucking Friday, gang. I loving the sweater. I was pimping some 80s Umbro yesterday. Low-key, thank you, by the way. But low-key, this is, I think, my favorite sweater. I fell in love with it when we were in the mall. Ugh, just gave myself a heebie-jeebies. But I did fall in love with it when I saw it. Like, I saw it in the window, like on display, and I was like, nah. Me and that sweater, we go together real bad. Real bad. Can we not do the... Listen, the Lenormand, we're not going to see the Lenormand. Maybe the members might, but we ain't going to be seeing the Lenormand for a little while. I literally... We here, girl. We here. Because I literally put that shit away. I definitely put that shit away. Hi, Courtney. Hi, Annie. Annie is low-key a OG on this platform. Annie's been tapping in with us for quite a few years. Excuse me, did I show you guys the box? We're gonna be tapping in with the Linescape Tarot. This one. I love this deck. The only thing I don't like is that the writing on it is script and the cards are really light. So sometimes it's really hard to see the depictions, but y'all just gonna have to take my word for it here. All right, we're gonna tap in. You guys already know the deal. Whether you are an Aquarius, whether you're dealing with an Aquarius, whether you got a sun, moon, rising in an Aquarius, whether something popped off in Aquarius season or it's about to pop off in Aquarius season. Listen, we talking to Aquarius energy, whether something popped off or is about to pop off in Leo season, since that's your sister sign and you guys go together so bad, right? It's an energy read. It's an energy read. So somebody's like, I'm Aquarius by injection. I'm like, yeah, what type of injection? It's Friday. I think I've seen you use that deck before. I've used it quite a few times. I haven't used it in a while. That's my thing. Since I've been inside on some real hermit shit because it was cold. Because right now it actually feels really good. Hopefully it doesn't sneak attack me. Because, yo, being out here throughout the winter, I did it before. Not fun. Not fun. So this last winter, I was like, I ain't going to play myself. I'm not going to overexert myself. And I literally took a few decks and brought them to the table inside. And that's what we did mostly all of our content. But now that the weather is getting nice, I literally did a spring cleaning. Organized all the decks. I had to separate some of the decks. So today was super productive. Super productive. Hi, Will. My day was good. I'm editing a video. Let's not talk about editing right now. Let's not do that. I don't even want to finish reading the sentence. I don't. Because I should be home editing. Because I got mad shit to edit. But let me tell you. Not today. Y'all hear Swiss? Not today. Today's Friday. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Two of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. Two of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. Somebody's choosing to change something. Somebody's choosing to do something different. Somebody's choosing to look at the world different. In the Two of Wands, there's a hand depicted holding a globe. Somebody's choosing this. It's taken somebody a long time. Because the Wheel of Fortune. Did I say the world? I meant the Wheel of Fortune. No. I said the world in the hands. Listen. Don't judge me. So judge me. Two of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune sometimes tells me time. So it's taken time for someone to realize that they need to start making better choices. They need to start looking at things in a different way. Somebody's also, I don't know if this is the same person, but somebody's definitely making me feel like I'm just this way. This is just how I've always been. But there's a part of them, or there's someone telling them, or it could be spirit making them see, you've been like this for a long time, which is probably why you've been like this for a long time. So you want to stay like this? That's your choice too. But like, if you don't want to stay like this, you got options. And certain changes might actually benefit you. So what you want to do in real life. Feel me? Five of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Somebody chose themselves Ace of Cups. Aquarius. The fact that they playing Swiss, that they playing my guy, because it's the locks. It is the locks, but like, I know everybody loves Jada. I know everybody loves Styles, but like Chic Luch, always my favorite. Always my favorite. So I'm over here like talking about the cards, but I'm literally like hearing my guy in the background. Anyway, somebody chose themselves over a connection that was toxic. It doesn't have to be romantic at all. In fact, I kind of don't think it's romantic. It's because I don't think it's a connection. I think it's connections. It's like Aquarius is choosing themselves and no longer making other people's problems their burdens. Aquarius is no longer making other people's problems their burdens, is what it feels like. It feels like, listen, when I learned that somebody else is sick, I'm not the one that's going to be stressed out trying to figure out how I can move my shit around or stop my shit so that I can help them. I'm not going to find out that somebody is going through X, Y, and Z, and right away I'm going to feel some type of negative way so that I can figure out and burden myself on how I can help them help themselves. So Aquarius is making me feel like I spent a lifetime doing that. A fucking men, bro. A fucking men. Because when I tell you, I'm an Aquarius sun for anybody who's new here, so I get this. I got you. I understand. I comprende. I feel it. This is somebody realizing this, or spirit is literally telling you. If you haven't realized this already, this is spirit telling me to tell you. Stop doing this. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. You don't need to be doing that. You do not. Listen, it's one thing to be empathetic. It's one thing to empathize with people. It's one thing to have compassion for people. It's one thing to understand people. It's one thing, right? But just because you a good person don't mean that you gotta dig yourself into some shit or insert yourself into some shit. Especially when we're talking or when we're referencing situations with certain people that won't reciprocate if the shoe was on the other foot. So there's a lot of unpacking that we're doing here right now with Aquarius energy. It's a lot of unpacking we're doing here right now. You hear the cars passing by with the music blasting? The first thing I thought when I saw these two cards fall out, I don't like that. That's the first thing I thought to myself. I don't like that. I don't like that. And not that I don't like what's there, because I don't know what's there, but I don't like that I don't know what's there. Does that make sense? Okay, good. Because I don't like that. What happened? Que tú quieres? What you want? What you want? What you want? Ace of Swords and the Ten of Cups. Aquarius is either hanging out with new people or building rapport with new people. Aquarius has a new group around them, or Aquarius has a new community around them. Aquarius has a new friend group around them, and someone else is feeling like, I don't like that. And it's because they don't know who these people are or what you're doing. Somebody don't like that. The thing is that for Aquarius, it looks like somebody is getting clear on like who their tribe really is, who their family really is. It's like, I feel like Aquarius is spending more time in touche. Because like I said, I'm Aquarius sun. We do this here. It's a us thing. It's not a y'all thing, right? It's funny. Somebody told me recently, like, yo, the thing that made me follow you on YouTube was the fact that you say that it's a us thing and not a y'all thing. Like, you put yourself in the collective instead of excluding yourself. Because it was a woman telling me, like, I was doing a personal reading, and she was basically telling me, like, a lot of the readers that I watch, they always like exclude themselves from the messages that they're picking up on. And she was saying, like, she always wondered, isn't it supposed to be an energy thing? How can you just X yourself out of an energy read? Either way, that's crazy that I even picked up on that. But this is right here with the Ace of Swords and the Ten of Cups. This is Aquarius choosing wisely, choosing the people that pour into them, choosing the people that are genuine, choosing the people that have shown and proven, right? And I think that there's somebody on the outside, or there's people on the outside that aren't comfortable with this. They don't like this. This could even be family. The 10 of Cups is here, so this could even be like Aquarius is off doing their thing and like really putting their faith in people. But it's an Aquarius is doing this, so it's like, I'm not just gonna put my faith in just anybody. If I'm putting my faith in someone, it's because they've shown and proven, right? The thing is that your family, your friends, your spouse, maybe your ex, whoever, somebody's on the outside, like, nah, I don't know these people. Like, who's these people? What, you want out with these people again? Like, first of all, where y'all going? What y'all be doing when y'all be out? Like, you on the phone with this person again? Like, what? Who's this? Like, who's these new people you following? Like, you know, on social media and shit. And Aquarius is like, yo, just relax. Relax, relax, relax. The Ace of Swords is telling me Aquarius is very clear on what they're doing. But somebody else don't like it either. Like, there's a particular energy here. And I was going to say a person, but it's an energy, whether it's a person or not. Somebody don't like this. But you know what? Whoever don't like this might actually be somebody who couldn't deliver this. How the kids do? Nah, he's playing Tupac. I cannot. I love this guy. You know what's crazy? I seen him at the store. Like yesterday or the day before. I was leaving in the morning and I seen him in the store. And he was like, yo, my bad, the other night I had the music blasted. I forgot that you were gonna go live that day, blah blah blah. I was like, yo, we was jamming with you. I wonder if he found that live, because he was like, what? I gotta find that shit. Yo, he's a white guy. He's the fucking coolest guy. He's so dope. He's so dope. That's why it don't be bothering me when he be blasting the music, because I just be like, fuck it. So funny. What else we got for Aquarius? What else we got for Aquarius? Don't tell me he's gonna turn it off now. Somebody, I don't know if this is Aquarius or somebody else, but somebody is holding something close to the heart. So somebody's holding something close to the chest. Somebody's not sharing something. It feels like on purpose. Like somebody's purposefully not sharing. Okay, we back on. Somebody's purposely not sharing something. I don't even know if this is a good or a bad thing. Hold on. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Ah! 6 of Cups. No, the Lovers. Why is that 6 of Cups? I'm tweaking, because is he playing Spanish music? He's playing Spanish music. I'm so done. Listen. The Lovers. I don't know why the fuck I said 6 of Cups. The Lovers, the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. So now I gotta double check all the damn cards. 2 of Swords and the Hangman. Whoever this is knows in the depth of their little guts, they know that something is this way. Whatever's being kept, whoever is being kept from knows that this is coming, knows that the news is coming, knows that someone's feeling this way. Like, this is like if somebody's telling you, oh my God, I missed you. Who the other person, this person thinks they're hiding that. The other person is like, I know, I'm a vibe. Of course you miss me. It's like that. But even if this is like a work-related thing, somebody may have gotten like a raise at work or an opportunity to do something for work, for some reason they're choosing to not say something. But all right, so before, when I was reading this, the moon and the four of pentacles, I was saying I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. I think someone's trying to protect someone else's feelings. So if this is somebody who hasn't been in contact with you, it's because they think or they feel like you don't want to be in contact with them. They think or they know that you don't want to be in contact with them. So they're not saying nothing. But they will, right? Something will come out. Shit always does. Something will come out. But when it does come out, the point is of this particular message is that someone, whoever this is, that is being kept from, they knew. This could even be the universe. Something, an opportunity could fall on your lap, quite literally. And someone feels like, yo, I knew it. Like, I knew that was going to happen. It could be a good thing. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It doesn't feel bad at all, actually, if I'm being honest. Someone could be pregnant and they're holding it. They're not saying anything yet. And it doesn't feel spiteful. It feels like, so in the Hispanic culture, we believe that when a woman is pregnant, the first, like, I mean, it's scientifically a thing that if the first 3 months are like super fragile and delicate, and like you're not supposed to lift anything. Like, Hispanics don't even fucking mop. Like, other people come to mop, or their spouse or their family does like heavy lifting. And when you get up off a bed, you're supposed to like get up really slow, because we believe that the first 3 months is super sensitive. Like, you can literally miscarry for any small inconvenience, you know. And so the reason why I'm saying that is because someone may be keeping a pregnancy, but I don't think it's like an intentional thing, or I don't think it's like gonna be bad news to someone or devastating. If anything, it's like excitement. It feels, because it's in the upright. And the reason why I'm saying pregnancy is because of the Queen of Cups. She doesn't usually represent pregnancy, but the depiction of her, I don't know if you guys can see the silhouette, she's very much pregnant. Like, very much pregnant. For those of y'all where there's not even an option for you to be pregnant, but the message does resonate, or the message does apply, you may not, you're gonna know it, because the pregnancy signifies something you're working on. So if it's not a child that you're baking in your oven, it's something you're working on. A platform you're about to drop, a podcast, I don't know, a blog, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. There's something here that you're working toward. You made the choice. You're happy about it. It's something you're maybe even excited about. You're cultivating it. You're putting a lot of love into it. You're putting a lot of care into it. Like, there's a lot that's going into this. There's a little bit of worry here with the Two of Swords, but with the Two of Swords, it's like, you know that it's going to be good because you're pouring your heart into it. You know that it's going to be good. The Hangman tells me that it's something that you're stalling on. You're holding off on saying something, which the Hangman is not the only card that tells me that. The Four of Pentacles with the Moon. Somebody is not expressing something. The thing is, too, is if this is like a work thing or like a project you're doing, am I screaming? I feel like I'm screaming at y'all. Do I sound loud? My bad. I don't like talking low, especially if I'm outside. That's what it is on camera. If this is a work-related thing, though, somebody is working on something. Maybe you didn't tell your friends or your family exactly like your plan or when exactly you're going to drop, but people do know, they are expecting that you're going to be doing something because you did share that. Because I feel like whatever you're holding, Four of Pentacles, is something you're holding with the Moon. I actually really like these two together. Like, I don't think I've ever gotten them like this, but this was very clear to me that it's something that you're holding, keeping close to your chest. You're putting a lot of work, you're putting a lot of care in it, especially with the Queen of Cups. It's something you're really like putting a lot of energy into this. Somebody else may not like this though. Because even going back to this message, somebody doesn't know. Somebody is very fucking bothered by the fact that they do not know what you got going on. The thing is, I don't think you're doing anything wrong or doing anything bad. I just think this could be like a friend or a friend that you're no longer friends with, that is like, you guys were super close, maybe even an ex-best friend, you know what I'm saying? Like, you guys were super close, you guys were always together, or they knew everything that you were doing and vice versa. They may still be, I don't Did I see the Page of Swords? I don't think did I? You know what it is? I just did a reading for the members. Because now I got this thing where when we go live, I gotta like film for the members. Because it just makes me feel more comfortable before going live. I don't know if that's... The Page of Swords did not come out. It didn't. I had to recheck. Because I think for the video that I just did just now for the members, I think it did come out. Maybe that's the mix-up that I'm having in my brain. I didn't use this deck for them, but... the Page of Swords is not here, right? But somebody may be watching you, like an ex-friend or somebody may be like watching you, and like they're trying to get like, it's like someone's playing Clue. It feels like that. Like for instance on Instagram, right? Like let's say you post a a picture of you're out, and you can see like this part from the back of someone standing there, and your ex-best friend is like screenshotting that shit, zooming in like, who got blonde hair? Who got blonde hair that we know that would be at this place? Like that. It feels like that. Honestly, I don't think this is something that's going to stop. And if it is, it's not going to stop anytime soon. Because quite frankly, and it's wild because I'm not bothered, if that makes sense, Aquarius. It's like, I'm not bothered that this is happening. Person ain't hurting nobody, right? It's not even like this. It's not like this person is fucking saying or doing anything to like stalk you, and you know, I don't see none of that. But what I see is like somebody, I don't think they can help it. This is what I want to say. And this right here, they're doing this to me. I don't know. Somebody can't control it. Maybe that's what it is. They can't help it. Somebody is like invested is what that is, which is why we saw the Four of Pentacles. That's why we saw the Four of Pentacles. Somebody's invested. They want to know what the fuck you're doing. I would say that this is somebody you're no longer in contact with, simply for the fact, if this is somebody you still talk to them, when you see them, you talk to them, it's all love still. It could be envy. You're doing something, or you're doing things, and they're envious about it. And their ego will not allow them to ask you, yo, what you going out tonight? Like, I want to go. Like, is there room for me in the car? Like, oh, you working on that? Oh, that's dope. Like, somebody can't even get, it's funny because I can't even get the words out my fucking throat. If you know this person and like you're still in good terms with them, or you think it's good terms, it's a hater. And it might be somebody that actually cares about you, but they cannot help it. Oh, it's envy. Y la envidia mata. They cannot help it. Because who the fuck you think you are? Like, what do you mean you going viral? What do you mean you're a YouTuber? That's my favorite thing ever. But it's that energy. Because for some of you, you do still talk to this person. Somebody bring up this person's name, this is the last person you're even gonna think of, because they're not necessarily too relevant for you. It's like somebody tells you, oh, there's somebody who's hating on you, this is gonna be the last person you think. Not because it's not like, sometimes you'll be like, damn, I would have never thought that person would be like that. It's not that. It's like this person doesn't even come up in your fucking thought process if someone's telling you someone's hating on you, because it just isn't somebody you think about. Or it isn't somebody you think about anymore. But if this is somebody that you do not speak to, because for the majority of you, it's somebody you don't speak to anymore. So they can't, even if they wanted to, hit you up and ask you, yo, who you going out with tonight? Or yo, like, where the fuck you was at yesterday? I saw the story you put up. Like, they can't. So it's either they can't because you guys don't talk, or they can't because their ego got them choking on their own fucking tongue every time they open their mouth. They're haters. It's a hater. And they cannot help it but to stay watching what you got going on. Somebody wants to emulate you. When I said la envidia mata, that's a very old refrane from Puerto Rico. It's a very old saying that basically means jealousy kills. Like, you ever hear stories of like people who were best friends and somebody has like real fucking deep-rooted animosity toward one another, and they end up like offing the person, or like really causing harm to the person, and it's like rage. It's envy. For some of us, this happens in relationships a lot, actually. I said for some of us, but this happens a lot in relationships, because two people together, obviously no two people are exactly the same, right? You have some connections that are like, yo, we're a lot alike, and that's what draws us together. But for the most part, you have couples that have very significant differences in their personality, in their expression, in their dispositions, in their beliefs, right? And so for some of you, this is a lover. For some of you, this may be somebody that you are with currently, which is why they're not saying anything, because they cannot bring themselves to, like, it's almost like if they ask or they say something about this, you're gonna know, like a red flag is gonna go up for you. But someone is watching and paying very close attention, and they do not like what they see. And it's not because what they see is something negative, it's because they don't have the answers of what's going on. They don't like it. I said that from this, the Two of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune. I want to try something. The Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Cups. They don't like it. They don't like that they don't know what's going on. The Ten of Cups was face down. That's originally why I said that. I want to try to do this reading without this green thing, because the green thing comes in clutch when I'm editing because of the mouse. Like the mouse is actually, because your girl, she been like an octopus in these streets. But low key, to pick up the damn cards, it really fucks with me. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm not. Somebody wants to be honest with you, or this is you. Somebody wants to be honest. Somebody wants to put all the cards on the table, which is interesting. Because I've been meaning, I've been meaning to do this. And every time I set up the live and go live, I just go live. Let's see how this ends up being. Oh, perfect. I like that already. Aquarius. Nine of Swords, Seven of Cups, Ten of Swords. With Strength and the Page of Wands. Okay. Nine of Swords with the Seven of Cups with the Ten of Swords. Somebody here had to overcome something. They didn't know how they were going to do it, but they did it. This could actually be you. This could actually be you. That could actually be a really big part about why somebody's watching you. It's almost like somebody was banking on you failing. We saw the Five of Pentacles here. The Five of Pentacles came out. Somebody may have left you stranded with a project. Somebody may have left you stranded with a kid. Somebody may have left your ass stranded after promising you the world. Five of Pentacles. Somebody left you like this in some regard. And they can't for the life of me understand how you're still outside like this. How you switched up. How you changed up. How you walking around like this. Oh, now the cards are slipping out of my hands after I took the mat off. La envidia mata. That's gotta be the title. It's gotta be the title. Six of Swords. Who was I? We went live the other day for one of the fixed signs, which makes sense for me that a lot of the energies kind of rode the wave this week because we did fixed energy. And so in a way, Leo, we did Leo, right? Yeah, Leo, Aquarius, Taurus. Who else we did? Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, and Scorpio. How could I forget Scorpio? They may kind of share this too, because I got this the other day, right? That someone was someone moved on. Like someone has moved forward. Someone has kept it pushing. Someone has kept it pushing. I don't even know how else best to explain that. The energy is just no longer what it used to be. Six of Swords. And so I got this sometime this week for one of the other fixed signs. Somebody is baffled by that. baffled by the fact that you're no longer tied up in something. I got the Strength card and I have the Page of Wands. Honestly, I'll be all the way honest with y'all. I don't even remember if the Strength card came out before and I just forgot to read it or didn't pick up on it. That wasn't intentional if it did come out before. But I know the Page of Wands came out now. There's some type of relevance toward Christmas or Christmas time because it's a Wands, it's fire energy, but I'm seeing a Christmas tree. Not that I'm seeing a Christmas tree. There's a Christmas tree depicted on the card. So, that could be significant. The holidays, somebody's birthday. Somebody could have passed around that time. There's a significance there. And I love that. I love the Strength card in this deck. The Strength card in this deck, it's a lion in the desert, right? But if you look close at the drawing, see the gold trimming? It's actually a silhouette of a little girl and a cat laying next to each other. It flew. It flew, but it flew face down. I think that in itself is very interesting because it feels like it's something that's urgent, but it's almost like it gets to you and it's like I'm nervous to say, or I'm hesitant. I'm dead. Two of Cups. This is somebody. This is either a forbidden lover. So this is somebody that you may not have. If this is an ex, this is an ex of yours from a while ago that is now in a connection. Because there's something about this connection or something about expressing that they still love you, that they still feel the same that they did before. If not, they love you more, blah, 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 blah. All the extra bullshit, right? Two of Cups, but it's a Seven of Swords at the bottom. So there's something forbidden about this. Someone may have fucked shit up so badly that they definitely themselves even feel and acknowledge that they should not be coming to you about nothing at all ever again for the rest of their motherfucking life, right? Or, this is somebody, this could even be somebody that you never dated before at all. But the fact that it's a Seven of Swords with the Two of Cups is making me feel like it's forbidden. Something here is forbidden. This is not somebody. This, yo, Aquarius. What type of Aquarius shit is going on here? Because of course some shit like this will come up for Aqua. Listen to me, Linda. Somebody, for somebody here. Listen, for somebody here, oh my back. This is like, you used to date somebody and their brother or their sister has feelings for you. It's some real off the wall shit like that. This is like a best friend. This is like a best friend, and it's crazy. Somebody here may, if it's a best friend or like a cousin or something, like not somebody very, the way they're showing me the connection, the close connection that this is actually bugged out. Somebody's making me feel like by chance or by a chance encounter, somebody's been around you, spending some type of time with you or watching you, even paying attention to you, like social media and shit. Somebody found you on social media. Somebody's following you on social media now. Somebody has built feelings, has grown feelings. And it's feelings. Because the Seven of Swords has a crab on it. Cancer energy. And swords is air. Swords is not water. So somebody has feelings for Aquarius. But there's something here that should, technically by the book, keep you guys apart. Morally. This is like, this could be somebody that you were friends with, or you are friends with them, and they could be in a whole other connection, or you're in a whole other connection. But somebody, because yo, this card, the two of we saw the two of swords, we saw the two of wands, and now we're seeing the two of cups. I just want to throw that out there. I hear cats fighting. I hate that shit. That hearing them scream like that really fucks with my fucking nervous system. It really does. This two of cups came out face down and it flew out. It was urgent. Like somebody is itching to say this, to express this, to share this. The reason why they haven't, or they're not, or they won't, because for someone, they probably won't ever say nothing. Then again, I feel like if they won't ever say nothing, it probably would have not came out in the cards. I'm not Cleo. I ain't got all the answers. I'm just reading cards, okay? Either way, there's something here forbidden about this. Someone feels guilty. Someone feels like they shouldn't have feelings for you, or you could feel this way about somebody else because of how, for some of you, this is like your best friend's sister, your best friend's brother, and it's like, damn, like I can't, because if something goes wrong in the connection, that's gonna cost my sibling their friendship, excuse me, that they've been friends for 20 years or some shit. Either way, it feels forbidden. Yo, this gotta be like the second or third time we even, wow. Six of Swords and the Six of Wands. Somebody's gonna take a chance on this. Because remember when I was telling y'all before, somebody else, Aquarius is learning that somebody else's problem, somebody else's burden, you can empathize with them and still not make it become your problem. Just because, so if you were dating, listen, if you were dating somebody, obviously it ain't work out. Either y'all decided amicably to go separate ways, or shit hit the fan and y'all had to go separate ways because somebody was an asshole here, right? The whole point is that it didn't go where it was supposed to go, or it didn't go where it was intended to go, right? And so, listen, you supposed to stop your life because somebody knows somebody you used to fuck with? Somebody that you used to fuck, especially if it's somebody you used to fuck with and fucked you over? Because this doesn't, Two of Cups, this isn't somebody who likes you and you wouldn't be interested. This definitely isn't somebody who likes you. This is, Two of Cups is like someone who really, the feelings are invested. And not only are they invested, Aquarius, you might actually have the same feelings for this person. You may feel the same way for this person. I want to say the lady who just screamed ain't getting murked. She probably just drunk. But it's New York, so I don't know. We'll wait to see if she screams some more. She ain't from my house, though. She's a neighbor. One of my neighbors. I don't know. I'm like, that shit was mad loud. I can't not act like ain't nobody hear that, because I know everybody heard that shit. Either way, I think that however you choose to move forward on this is actually going to be a good thing. Six of Wands, Six of Swords. Somebody may actually watch you ride off into the sunset with somebody else. Whether they know that other person or not is irrelevant. But you may actually... I don't know. All I know is that closed mouths don't get fed. You heard? Somebody better say something before it's too late. I definitely feel that. I definitely feel that. I kind of want to tap in with the Sacred Sister deck. Let's post a few more cards from this one, and we'll go to that deck too. We're gonna take all of them. Wow, the Fool. Yo, for those of y'all who watch our girl Rodin, Balmy Spirit, she tapped in today and she was talking about the Fool. She was talking about the Fool, talking about the Fool, talking about the Fool. My bad, I was reading sign on my phone. She was talking about the Fool energy, and I was like, I even commented in the chat. I was like, yo, the way we've been saying that the Fool energy been heavy for the collective for the last like few months, we were talking about that, and the Fool came out. She was talking about it in her reading from today, her live. She did a live today. The Hangman, the Devil, and 2 cards face down. The 5 of Swords and the 8 of Swords. You know what's wild? In this 5 of Swords is chess pieces, and one is standing up and the other one is knocked down. Again, the fixed signs all intertwined, because I'm talking for Aquarius tonight technically, but you know, it's a collective thing. But the other day, twice, two times, oh, I don't even know how to say this properly. There was 2 other lives that we did this week, because I did, I think, 3, 4. There was 2 other lives where I was talking about checkmate and Zugzwang and the differences between them in regards to chess. And on this 5 of Swords, there's chess pieces. With the 8 of Swords, which is healing. Not that the 8 of Swords is healing. The 8 and the 5 is essentially 13. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1 and 3 is 4. This is together. It's the 4 of Swords. Somebody had to stand up for themselves. Somebody, in order to get themselves out of the 8 of Swords, somebody had to put their foot down, hurt some motherfucking feelings, and really get... That's another thing that's been a big thing for the fixed signs. Standing on boundaries. Like, really, really, really upholding boundaries. That's been a big thing for the members, too. Like, in almost all the readings, we're talking about boundaries for, like, the last 2 weeks. Because it came out today. I filmed twice today. I'm so proud of myself. Patting myself on the back. But I filmed twice today, and boundaries came out in some way, shape, or form in both those readings for the members. So 4 of Swords. In order to get yourself out of this, or in order for this person to have gotten themselves out of this 8 of Swords, they needed to be in the 5 of Swords. The thing is, this typical, or this particular 5 of Swords isn't a 5 of Swords where somebody else was poking them. This 5 of Swords is all the ways you were poking yourself. All the ways that you yourself were signing up and signing contracts with devil energy. You were agreeing to terms that you knew you shouldn't have agreed to. You did that. Nobody else forced your hand to do that. And so in order to get yourself out of that shit, in order to overcome that shit, you had to find yourself in the 8 of Swords. Originally, I guess, find yourself in the 8 of Swords. And then find yourself in a 5 of Swords. Because it's almost like with the 8 of Swords, it's... You have to identify first that you have a problem. Is what we tell addicts. You can't heal something or overcome something or kick a habit or something unless you can first admit that you even have an issue. That you even have a problem. Like, there's no way you're going to walk into a rehab and say, I'm not a junkie. I'm not an alcoholic. I'm not an addict. I didn't mean to say junkie. That shit stopped me in my tracks, because honestly, that shit hurt me in my heart a little bit. That shit was mad hard. So if anybody got offended, I'm sorry. Take it for what it's worth. Don't even run with it, because let me tell you, in 5 years is the first and only time y'all gonna ever hear me say I'm sorry on this platform. Yeah? Okay. No, but I really didn't mean to say junkie. If you were an addict or an alcoholic or something, you can't just walk into um a meeting and be like, well, I'm not an addict, but here I am, I'm gonna overcome this. This doesn't work that way. You walk in, you say, hi, my name is blah blah blah, and this is my problem, and this is what I need help with, and that's why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So it makes sense that the Eight of Swords was first before the Five. Not for nothing, I'm still thinking about the fact that I said junkie. Like, I really, if I would have been talking to somebody and they would have said that to me, I would have took mad offense to that. And I never even been in those shoes myself. But like, if I was in a conversation and about something random and somebody said, oh yeah, this person junkie, blah blah, like I would have been like, check yourself at the door, fam. Somebody may use that term, or somebody may, because the fact that I said that word, that word is ugly to me, so ugly to me. But somebody may use that word, like somebody may call you a junkie, like may say, oh, you're just a junkie, you know, or use that term. Somebody needs to stop speaking in that manner, like speaking about them. If you're talking about yourself, especially, stop talking about yourself in that way. And if you're trying to help someone who is an addict or was an addict, be careful with the terminology you're using, because you might, even if your intentions are good, collective, you might be making it a little bit uncomfortable or worse. When I tell y'all, I can't emphasize this, I can't stress this shit enough. When I said that, I immediately was like, are you dumb? Like, what's wrong with you? I don't like that word. The Devil, the Hangman. Somebody has to sit in their shit in order to rectify it. It's inevitable. Like, there's no other way around that. Because honestly, the Devil and the Hangman, even those two cards, even together, I don't feel negative from it. Like, it's not like the reading's been so good. And when I saw those two cards, it wasn't like, oh God. It wasn't even that. It was just like, oh, okay. I see what this is. I see what this is. Let me address it. Let me handle it. Let me move forward. It's like that. And I know it sounds easier said than done, but I think the point of this message is that someone's identifying it. Someone may actually, if there is someone who's like, has an addiction, or maybe if you have a family member that has an addiction to something, there is an energy here of like giving grace, even for the smallest things. Those small things, they be meaning a lot, yo. Like a whole lot. And you know, as someone who never had to deal with an addiction, right? Or has someone who, this is maybe the first person in your life that's close to you that has an addiction, right? Whatever the case is, it almost feels that they're showing me a page. And I don't even know if it's a page of swords, cups, pentacles, wands. I don't think it matters the suit. It's a page. It's somebody that's doesn't really understand this. Maybe too young to understand this. They're showing me eyes emoji, like eyes, like the emoji with the eyes. Somebody may be watching how you handle someone that they love that is suffering. Be very careful with that energy and what you're showing, because somebody's gonna learn how to pick people, how to befriend people. Somebody's gonna learn and gain empathy from how you're choosing to empathize and who you're choosing to keep around. This could be a child. This could definitely be a child, because they're definitely showing me like the warning sign, like be careful here. Somebody may have someone in their life that is an addict. I don't want to even keep talking about this shit, but somebody may have someone in their life that's an addict, and there is like because they're showing me a line, but like a thin ass line, like as thin as a fucking hair strand, Aquarius. It's like, where do I draw the line? You may have kids with this person. It may be like a family member. There's kids involved, whether they're your kids or not, it don't matter. A kid's a kid's a kid. Like, as a human being, no matter if you have an enemy or arch enemy or not, you should treat their kid the way you would treat your kid. A kid is a kid is a kid, period, right? It's the same thing. Like, there's just certain things that it just is, right? And so it don't matter whose kid it is, but there's a kid watching either how you're handling someone they love that's an addict, or they love you because they're your kid or something, and they're watching how you're handling who you're choosing in your life. So Aquarius, when I said before, you are only just now learning that other people's issues don't have to be your burden. Just because you have a best friend that you spoke to every day for the last 20 years, and this person now has an addiction or is now suffering from certain things, or this person may have lost their job or this or that, doesn't mean that you have to burden yourself with helping them to get help, especially if they don't want it or if they don't recognize they have a problem. You shouldn't be putting yourself in positions. It's not healthy for you to put yourself in positions where you have to clean up other people's messes, no matter how much you love them, especially if you have children around you that are watching, because what's going to happen is they're going to grow up to do the same thing or feel the guilt because they don't have it in them to do the same thing. Either way, the point of this message is to be very mindful on how you're talking, especially because the way they did that to me with the word junkie, that shit triggered the fuck out of me. Like, I know I'm being annoying because I keep going back to that, but it really triggered the fuck out of me. And it's wild because it's not like it triggered me because I used to use drugs. I mean, I used to smoke weed and shit, but, you know, it just... don't do that, you know, because like I said, even if I was talking to somebody and they would have said it, I would have looked at them with the dirtiest look, like, you're fucking a moron. Why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that. That's not okay. Somebody's child may not like the way you're handling their parent or their sibling, or this could be a sibling and it could be your parent. The way you're handling something, or you could be the one that don't like it. Somebody doesn't like how this is, and it's wild because it's either there's one of two extremes. Either you coddle this person and in somebody else's eyes you're enabling this person, or you're very cold with this person, like very much tough love, but somebody else doesn't like the way you're handling the situation. Let's move on. What I said, the sister's deck, right? That's what we gonna do? Okay, because I'm not trying to do that. Like, that message should have came up in the beginning of the live, not when I'm about to end it soon, because, like, I'm trying to go shake some ass tonight, not cry in a corner, bitch. No! Coño! Alright. Yo, real quick, right? While I get these cards and shuffle them a little bit, I just want to say something, right? The other day, not the weirdest, but the wildest thing happened to me the other day. I was in a conversation talking. It was a few people. And it was like a few things going on in the room at the time. And talking, and then I heard something, right? And nobody else stopped. Like, honestly, I was in the middle of a conversation. I was cackling, cracking up. And it stopped me. And, like, everybody else is still talking, kikiing and all that shit. And I literally turned around. I was like... When I turned... What made me turn back around, my attention back to the room, somebody that I was talking to that was there with me heard it too. And they said it. So I was like this. And everybody else was still doing their thing. And the person that was there, like, was like, yo, you heard that shit too, right? No, they said, I heard it too. And at first, it didn't even register for me. And then, like, after a second, I turned around and I didn't even say anything still. And they just looked at me and was like, I heard that shit too. And, like, people were still talking in the background. It was still a thing. The first thing that I felt, I don't even know why I'm being... Oh, because of what just happened. Okay, because I'm like, why am I even telling y'all this? This happened a few days ago. The first thing I felt was like, you see me. You see me. Because I'm not even going to process what it was. Like, I'll deal with that when it comes. But, like, Okay. It was like, I felt safe, I guess. The best word I could use to describe it. Like, not like I needed protection, but safe in a sense where it's like validated even. Validated even. Because it stopped me in my tracks. And no one else was fucking affected. And it was almost like in that moment, that person knew to like validate me. Like, yo. And we kind of just was like, huh. Anyway, let's move on. It was like one of those things. So I don't know, maybe that could be a thing for somebody. Yeah. Honestly, I was talking and stuff, and I pulled these cards, and I mean, this is the deck I said, but I did spring cleaning today. I did, right? And so I kind of, y'all gonna be like so aggravated with me because like I do the most. I really do the most. But hold on. Hold up. I want to do... No, this is too dark. Let's do this one. It's been a minute. Oh, it's been a minute since we used this one. All right. Not going to use this one because... I'm low-key a little bit bothered because I wanted to kiki with y'all a little bit more, but I guess because I'm reading for Aqua. It's probably a good thing that the fucking iPad is dead on my ass because I be kikiing with the Aquas and the bitch ain't gonna be dancing nowhere tonight, you heard? And I'm trying to go dance tonight, okay? The Alchemical Visions Tarot. I already know my OG patrons are gonna be like, bitch, it's been a minute. Cause yo, even today when I was like cleaning through the stuff, this deck was all the way at the bottom in the back of the shelf. Like I haven't touched this deck and I don't even know. I don't even know how long. Let me get some of this. Cause I don't wanna pick up, because if that's the case, I would have used the Cthulhu Tarot. It's so funny, right? Because Soraya got us this one. Yo, it took me like a year to know how to fucking pronounce this shit. She used to want to fuck me up every day. Every day. I'm a very stressful friend to have. I really am. Oh, all right. Wait, what did I do here? Hold on. I got this. I'm like, hold on. Damn, it's a good thing I took that thing off the table because this would have not been ideal. Also, I don't think I have the videos visible anymore. I think only the members have access. The diamond members have access to these videos. I did a whole like not segment, series using these cards when I was talking about like how I see the emperor, how I see the empress, how I see the queens, how I see all the kings. I did individual readings for each and every one of the court cards, I guess you can say. And I use these cards. I think that was the last time. That was like 3 years ago, 2 years ago. That was the last time I used these cards. Was for that series. Because I remember starting that series because people used to always ask me, how the hell do you not see the emperor and empress as a divine partner? How the hell you see the Queen of Swords with the emperor as a divine partnership? And so I did that whole fucking series. And I did that shit. I did seasons too. I be tweaking, yo. That's the Aquarius in me. I need the fixed sign in me. I need shit to have structure. Also, it is April. April is Autism Awareness Month. So I kind of just want to give a huge shout out to all the parents who have children, or no children. You may have nieces, nephews who may fall in the spectrum. I do a lot of work with parents who have kids that are special needs. And so that's like has like a really special place in my heart. I don't know why, but as I was shuffling this, they were showing me my DMs. Cause so the day before yesterday, I was looking through the messages on Instagram, cause I be trying to catch up. I'm like years behind on my Instagram DMs. And anyway, I ran into like a bunch of messages the people send me just with blue hearts. Blue hearts, blue hearts, blue hearts. And I was like, oh, like some of the OGs on Instagram that they know like the work that I do. So they know like, yo, April, you know? April's a really tough month for me. A really fucking tough month for me. Not good. But we gonna make the best of it. I'm gonna talk to y'all a few more minutes because these are big ass cards. And like I said, it's been a minute since I used them. So I want to shuffle them good as best as I can. And I got little hands. I'm like, how am I gonna do this? I guess I could break the deck as I go. I don't know if my girl Noelle is in the chat, but like, if you in the chat, boo, I'm gonna apologize to you ahead of time because she hates when I crack the deck like this, yo. She hates it. She really don't like it. She be triggered as fuck. Damn, I'm like, damn, should I do it that way? I kind of got to, because I can't shuffle this any other way, like to have the cards come out. So like the best way, let me move all this out the way. Hold on, because I got the camera. Because I don't know, your girl ain't got the vlog up, but like somehow I'm still recording for the vlog. So like every time I turn around, I got 10 more videos to add to the fucking vlog. Like, it's a problem. It's a problem. This is the shit. Yeah, this is the shit that Noelle would be like clutching her pearls like, oh, this bitch right here. Why would she do this to me? What time is it anyway? I'm like, what time is it anyway? I got time. I'm like, I got time. All right. I'm just gonna MacGyver this. Give me some sugar. Hold on. Hold on. I'm like, hold on, because I really want to do this right now. Hold on. Ooh, I just got a bright idea. This is why I can't be trusted and crusted by myself without the chat on, because I be doing the most off-the-wall shit. Y'all see these cards? We're gonna clarify with these cards. My Virgo gave me these when I was in the hospital last year. Right, today's the 3rd. Today's the 4th of April. I was still in the hospital today last year. She brought me these like the 3rd day. The first day I was in the ICU. She brought me these cards. I was like, what the fuck I'm supposed to do with these cards? They're so small. But yo, I be playing with them. It's real hard to shuffle them, but I be playing with them. And I low-key, it's a wild thing going on with these cards. So, we're going to do a thing today. See, when shit like this happens, it almost always happens in a fucking Aquarius reading. Look, a card flipped. And then I be feeling guilty because I just did all the other fixed signs and we didn't do nothing special. You feel me? The Hierophant. Hold on. Somebody's like, the big cards, the big cards. I got you. I got you, pimpin'. I got you. Hold on. Hold on. I'm on my magician shit right here. 7 of Wands. I really fuck with y'all. I really fuck with y'all. Cause I literally feel somebody's watching me and they cheesing and they like, yo, I love this bitch. I love you too, bro. I love you too. Somebody's like, this bitch is crazy. I is. Hold on. Nah, we're not doing all that. Don't wall out. Don't wall out. Don't wall out. Oh. Oh, how many cards is that? Because I'm taking all of them. Hold up. There's some real ghetto shit right here, guys. Let me put it right here. Hold on. Don't move. Okay? Okay. Don't turn. Don't play with me. 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. So we got 6 cards in total. Right? I'm going to move this here. You guys can... I know you guys can't see what they are. I can show you and try to see. This is the Hierophant. I don't know if you guys can... There you go. It looks clearer to me. Like, I look blurry and the card looks clearer. That's the Hierophant. This is the 7 of Wands. I'm over here double checking. Y'all see that? So the 2 cards, I'm going to leave them right here. Because even though you guys can't see, y'all can see the cards are still there, right? And then we got 4 cards. Don't play with me. They over here trying to flip, but we're going to keep them right here, right? So I just shuffled these for like fucking 10 minutes. So I'm going to need all the space I could get. This big table coming in clutch, right? So this is not all the way in frame, but you guys can see. I want to do at least 2. Yeah. I'm going to do 2 here, right? Wait. I hope Noel's not in the chat because she's going to be like, bitch. Right. And then I'm going to do... I'm like, I want to do 4, but I ain't going to have the room. Y'all trust me. I know y'all trust me. 1, 3, 4. It's going to go here. Matter of fact, this is going to go there. It's going to go here. Like this. This is some real ghetto shit, but it's all right. It's what we do on this platform, and we do it together. Like that. See that? Y'all see that? Y'all could kind of figure out what I'm doing here. Aquarius. Let me tap into my Walter Mercado energy real quick. Somebody compared me to him recently. I was like, yo, fuck you. But I'll take it. Oh, 7 of Wands. And we got the 7 of Wands right here. 7 of Wands. Clarifying the Hierophant. Somebody's not giving up on something that they already put. They already signed. They showed me a signature. Somebody already signed something. Somebody already said they were doing something. Somebody already committed to something. Somebody already committed to someone. They haven't changed their mind. They didn't change that. They're not going to change their mind. This is also the energy of Taurus being extremely stubborn. Don't come for me. I just gotta say it. Because I said it to y'all on Tuesday, Taurus. I remember that. I remember that. I remember that. All right, so for the 7 of Wands, I said to Taurus, I know I'm talking to Aqua, but there's Taurus energy is here, and we just gonna talk about it. Because one thing Aquarius energy is not, is selfish. So y'all gonna share some airtime here. I said to Taurus on Tuesday, and I said it to Taurus for the last 5 years that I've been on this platform. I've been saying it to Taurus. Your loyalty to something or to someone is going to end up being the end of it for you. Taurus energy, if there's one thing about Taurus energy, they're going to ride to the motherfucking wheels fall off, which can be a good thing, but it can also be a really, 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 really stupid thing to do. Because when you start to see that bricks are falling from the building, you're going to stand in front of the building and take pictures? That's what you're going to do? The Tower. This reading so far is going like this. The Hierophant, the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Wands, the Tower. Because it's like a chain of events. This is like, Taurus is saying, I'm 10 toes. Don't give a fuck what I gotta lose. Spirit said, what? Devil energy said, word? No matter what you gotta lose? Bet. So you about to lose it all. Somebody could be ungrateful, inadvertently ungrateful for their circumstances. This is somebody who goes home every day to a roof over their head and heat in their fucking walls. And every day they got a fucking thing to complain about. Every day they got something to fucking complain about. They're going to be out on their ass. This is somebody who's in a connection with somebody who will give up their last breath for them. And every day they got something to complain about this person. They're going to find themselves on their own by their motherfucking self. Somebody's saying, literally, devil energy is banking on every last word you say. I don't know if this is you or somebody else. But this right here, because I was all kiki a second ago, this just got real serious. Because there ain't no way. There ain't no way. There ain't no way. And the divine would allow some shit like this to pop off because the lesson is yours to learn. Whoever this is, whoever I'm tapping into here, Aquarius, the lesson is yours to learn. Because how dare you? You know how many people sleeping outside in the street? And you come home every day to a roof and heat in your fucking walls. Every day there's people, there's kids that go missing every day and you over here bitching at these fucking kids. Complaining about these kids. We got cards that flipped from the little cards. They came out like that. So for some reason, I kind of want to do the opposite of what we did here. So up here, the two little ones were the cards that we clarified, right? So now I'm going to flip the bigger ones. And then we're going to clarify the bigger ones with the little ones. If that made sense. Also, Aquarius, at the end of this live, give me like... I'm like, damn, give me a few minutes or give me till tomorrow. Give me a few minutes because I still gotta shit, shower, and shave before I be out and be on my happy feet shit all night. But before I do leave, I'm gonna try to timestamp this reading today. Like, I'm not gonna timestamp it all the way through and through. I'm gonna do the beginning and then I'm gonna timestamp the section when we start to do this. Because this definitely was not planned. So just keep that in mind if you came in the middle or if you want to rewatch or whatever the case is. So the first card over here, I know you guys can't see that really clearly. If I move it, you can't see this side. Oh, wasn't I talking about this shit? I was. Page of Swords. So it's wild because earlier when I was pulling cards, I don't remember. Yeah, it was this reading. I was pulling cards and I was looking for the Page of Swords. And I was like, nah, that was in the members reading that the Page of Swords came out. And look at the Page of Swords right here. This came out. Matter of fact, I didn't write this down. This came out when I said I was going to title this video La Envidia Mata. The Page of Swords. The Lovers. This got to be like the third time we've seen this damn card today. Not this one in particular, but you know what I mean. In the other deck we were using. The King of Wands. Yo. For my members, I didn't upload the video yet. I literally haven't even loaded it to the iPad. But by tomorrow, the latest, the reading is going to be loaded. Literally, the fucking Page of Swords, the Lovers, and the King of Wands were all three. These cards were in the reading that I just filmed for y'all earlier today. The King of Wands. and the world. What the fuck? Deja vu. I'm having deja vu, but Spirit is telling me, does it look familiar? Yo, and it's wild, because if it wasn't Spirit, if it was something else, I would have been like, almost, this is kind of almost sinister. Because this is real life deja vu. Yo, the members can't vouch for me yet, but in the next few days they will, because literally all 4 of these cards came out in the same reading. Not too long ago, I filmed it. Page of Swords, the Lovers, the King of Wands, and the World. And somebody's saying to someone else, does it look familiar? For some of you, this is a relationship that played out. And Spirit is telling you, look familiar to you? Whatever they're telling you, do it sound familiar to you? Because didn't the last bozo do the same shit? Okay. So what are you going to do then? What are you going to do? This could be your parents. Because it feels very frustrating. It feels like somebody, it may be a person, it may be a best friend. It may have been me. If I'm your peoples in real life, I'm the friend that's like, bitch, you don't see, knock on wood, you don't see what the fuck is that? That's me all day. Because that's what this feels like. This is somebody's like, hello, ding, 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 ding. You don't see that? No? No similarities? The patterns are not patterning for you? Okay. Ooh, the trigger. Y'all got me itching. Deja vu. And again, that's something that we kind of picked up for Taurus on Tuesday, the beginning of the week. Something kind of replaying, or something kind of like happening again, but like in a different form or with a different person. Let's clarify. So for the Page of Swords, what's the card here? Y'all saw how easy I didn't even know what this is yet, but y'all saw how easy I picked that up without the mat. Good decision. 10 of Pentacles. I'm over here like, if y'all could see this, hold up. Let me hold it this way so y'all could maybe see the words. Can y'all see that? 10 of Pentacles for the Page of Swords. Didn't I say in the beginning of this reading, somebody is watching you? They're watching you. They're watching you do something, have something, win something. They're watching you execute something. Whether it's something they was, because at some point too, I said somebody abandoned you and left you with a burden that they were supposed to help you with, or that they promised to help you with. So in this case, somebody was helping you, or they gave you their word that they would help you attain the 10 of Pentacles. They didn't do that, but they're watching you do it. You're still doing it on your own. Remember, I was saying somebody don't like that they're watching you do something. They don't like that you're still doing it, or they don't like that they don't know how you're doing it, or that they don't know what you're doing to do it. But it's a 10 of Pentacles with that Page of Swords. What's this one? For the Lovers. I was just giving myself grace and now I'm having trouble with them. Can we shuffle it? No, I'm joking. The Moon. The Moon, clarifying Lovers, is real interesting. Because if you look at the Lovers card, y'all see the sun here? The sun and the moon, is that not an eclipse? No matter if you do it this way or this way, there's an eclipse here, no? So what's this? What would this one be considered? The moon on top of the sun. Is that the solar eclipse? Because that's the one that just passed. And the reason why I'm saying this way, not because this is the little card, but because we decided collectively, us and all the voices in my head decided that the little one is going to clarify the big one on this row. So that would be the moon on top of the sun. That's a solar eclipse, yes? Somebody made a decision. Somebody subconsciously made a choice during this eclipse. I don't know what eclipse this is. Solar, lunar, inner, outer, whatever. Somebody made a decision. Somebody made a choice. Somebody chose a side. They did it subconsciously. They didn't realize that they did it. But they chose. They chose to do the timeline again. Excuse me, that was gross. They chose to, they chose something. They chose to walk away. They chose to close the door. They chose something. And they gonna get it. They gonna get exactly how they chose for something to play, how they chose for something to play out. Somebody could have severed something for good this time. Yeah, here, Izzy. She's playing the game, so she's like on the phone with Gio and her friends. Somebody made this choice. And it's wild because I was just saying, this is not deja vu. This is not deja, this is deja vu. I was just saying that. Somebody, but I said that before I flipped the moon. Pisces energy. I wonder if Crystalline's in the chat. Because if she's not in the chat, she's going to be angry that she missed this one. I said that after. I said that before I pulled the moon. That feels important to me. It feels like I'm like, am I gonna say this? That's so ratchet. I don't give a fuck. So I'm from New York, right? And in New York, the guys, when they used to be guys, right? And they used to dress like guys and not try to outdo us and wear tighter clothes than we wear. Back in our day, right? Whenever they were like angry or like whenever a guy was like gonna fight or something, they would square up, right? And so they do this thing, they do this weird ass stance, like they hype and they're like, what? So what's up? So what's up, right? But they grab their pants, like the where the pockets are, and they kind of like lift their pants a little bit, and then they like, what's up? So what's up? They're showing me that. That's so funny, because they're showing me that with like so much like animo, like so much like, so what up then? Like what's really good? Like what's up? But it almost, I don't think that's a person. I think that's the energy. That's the energy. That spirit is like, this don't look familiar to you? What's really good with this? What you want to do? What you going to choose? It's like that. And I think the energy has been intimidating for somebody. Because I think that's why they chose. Because I don't think someone chose the same. If someone chose to close a door, that's not the choice that they have made in the past. If someone chose to try again, that's not the choice that they chose in the past. Someone chose different. And it was like a spur of the moment. Because somebody was like, all right, I'm going to just choose. It was like that. Which is why it happened. And it's almost like you don't even realize you did it. You know, so this is, I'm going to use this as an example. Perfect example. Let's say if this is romantic, you been on a fucking vicious ass cycle with a karmic. I'm saying these words because y'all get me when I say these words. You know what I mean? Anybody who's new watching. Let's say you've been in no contact with somebody and they call you and their number pops up on your phone. You haven't spoken to them in months. In the past, you would have been like, hello? What happened? What's going on? What? Right? Whether you playing hard to get or not. Now, somebody saw the number pop up and was like, I know you from where? Elementary school. Block. That right there was you showing spirit or showing the divine that you were choosing a new path. Because in the past, you would have answered. Now, you block them. You close the door. I think it was something so small like that you didn't even realize that you did it. Or you noticed that you did it, but you didn't realize that by you doing that small and insignificant thing, the ball starts to roll a different way. And it doesn't feel a bad way. It's different. You haven't tried your luck on this path yet. Because spirit is literally saying, well, what do you got to lose? But also the other way too, right? If in the past, you never gave chances before, whether a friend, whether a romantic partner, whatever. If you never gave chances to people before, this time you're choosing to like, what happened? What's wrong? Like you're picking up the call. What happened? It's like that. But it's something you didn't choose before. And if if you're being drawn to choosing again, then there's a reason for it. Whether it's a lesson, whether it's because that person learned their lesson and they ain't gonna fuck around and find out no more. You know, it's not up to me, I'm not God. You feel me? It just is what it is. All I know is that that deja vu shit and that aggression was before I flipped the moon card. It was before I flipped the moon card. So something transpired during that eclipse, that last eclipse. Because I know the last eclipse was the one with the moon over the sun. What is it called? I don't know. You know, I ain't gonna be on here bullshitting y'all. But that's this right here. It could be very significant for Gemini energy. Like if I know I'm talking to Aquarius, but still, it could be significant. You could have some placement in Gemini or something like that. Anyway, for the King of Wands, right? Let's move on, because my feet, I'm already like moving my feet to the merengue playing in the background because I gotta get out of here. I keep looking at the fucking black screen on the iPad like if it's gonna tell me the fucking time. Oh, I know you not stupid. Congratulations, you played yourself. The King of Wands is being clarified by the Empress. When we were live yesterday, I kept saying, "Ho, is you good? Ho, is you good?" That's what this feels like to me. Yo, I'll be a whole crash out on these lives, yo. I swear to God. The Empress clarifying the King of Wands. I always tell people, when you play stupid games, you win the stupidest prizes in return. Because I know you're not trying to do no half-ass impulsive shit when it comes to an Empress. Is you dumb? Is you dumb or is you retarded? Which one is you? Somebody may have made impulsive decisions in regard to an Empress energy. Somebody mishandled an Empress energy. Whether it was their own Empress energy. Because if I'm doing this whole reading, Aquarius, and it's for you and ain't got shit else to do with anybody else, this is you fumbling your own shit. This is you not setting the boundaries. This is you choosing the fucked up shit. This is you playing yourself, congratulations, and hurting yourself time and time and time again. For some of you, this may be a relationship of some sort, whether it's a friend, whether it's a romantic partner, whatever. But for a lot of us, for a lot of us, this is solely internal. These are all the ways that you're recognizing how you fucked yourself over for being stubborn. 7 of Wands led to the Tower. I was going to say the 10 of Tower. The world is being clarified. Let me show y'all again. The world being clarified. I don't know who I'm reading for. Somebody is gonna really fucking fumble the bag here. 5 of Cups, clarifying the world. Somebody's gonna walk away. Somebody has closed the door. The chapter is done. New path unlocked. During that eclipse, I said this. When somebody realizes that Zug Zwang, game over, they really gonna have a hard time with this. If they weren't on the... Somebody here, I did a whole like 10 minutes in this reading talking about addiction and addicts and how before they can get any help, they have to admit they have a problem. Before someone has that moment of like, I may be the issue here, I may have fucked something up, they're gonna feel a lot of pain before even having that realization. Because the 5 of Cups is regret. Not even death. Let me tell you, as somebody who has lost beside my child, my first child, as somebody who lost the most important people in my life, right? Two of these people, I was with them in the bed when they died. Not even death is worse than regret. Because there's times, right, where, for example, I'm going to use myself as an example because this is a sensitive ass topic, right? Of course, it's an Aquarius reading that's going to go like this, right? Because I try to be turned up today, but God is like, no, we're going to teach something real quick. When I lost my grandmother, I was in bed with her when I lost my grandmother, right? And when she passed, is today, still to this day, fucks me up. Fucks me up, right? There's still days that is like if it just happened. But there's one thing, I got peace with her passing. So she passed away. She was older, in her 80s. She had a full life. 10 kids, 1,001 grandkids, 500,000 great-grandchildren at this point, right? Puerto Ricans. But it's one thing that I could say that nobody else could say with a straight face. I was there when it mattered. Every time it mattered. Wiping her ass, giving her her medication, through all the emotional baggage, no matter what job I had to leave, no matter where I had to move from, no matter what I had to do, lugging around my 1-year-old child by myself at 17, I did that, right? And so when she passed away, no matter how much that shit killed me, and no matter in which way it killed me, there's one thing that I hold all these years later that gives me even the smallest ounce of like peace, is that I was there. And I dropped any and everything to be there. Not a job didn't hold me, not a living arrangement didn't hold me, not my crazy ass family members didn't hold me, none of that. So when you have someone who passes, it hurts, right? Because it's gonna hurt, is what it is. But besides being born, dying is the only other guarantee that we're all given. So when someone dies, but you were genuine with them, and you did whatever you needed to do to help them, to make them feel safe in their last days, or to make them not feel alone in their last moments, right? That peace helps you with the mourning, because the mourning looks different and affects everyone different, right? As opposed to having someone still walking the earth and having things that you never said, having bonds that you never fixed, having problems that you were never accountable for, that you never apologized for. That regret will kill somebody walking. So when I say nothing, there's nothing in the world that's worse than living with regret. That's why Jay made that song. In order to survive, you got to learn how to live with regrets. And realistically speaking, you never actually learn how to live with them, because that's the universe makes sure that that's karma. The universe makes sure that those regrets are going to eat you alive. They will. They will, because every day you have an opportunity to rectify those regrets, no matter what. Every day you have an opportunity until you don't. There's nothing worse than that. There is nothing worse than that. Things that are left unsaid, things that you could have, you had every chance to be accountable for. Like, once something is done, because this also may be somebody, you may have fallen out with somebody, and if they're still alive, you still have every day to make that choice to rectify it. Even if you didn't do nothing wrong. If it's somebody you love and you guys are on the outs, at least just letting them know how you genuinely feel or whatever, right? Everybody's situation is different. But the world, when the world happens, this is somebody's on the outs with somebody and they're gonna die, or they died, right, with the world, and now somebody is riddled with regret for the rest of their life because they can't turn back the hand. They can't make up that regret. They can't rectify it now. If this is not as morbid as death, if this is like a relationship, romantic, Somebody can't rectify their wrongs. Somebody can't even express, yo, I'm sorry. Like, that shit was fucked up. They can't do that. Because somebody else already made the choice to terminate something. And this is the most Aquarius way possible. It's not even Aquarius energy, but this is the most Aquarius way possible. Again, using myself as an example, I always tell people, especially people that I date, seriously, like I always tell people, like, be careful how you treat me. Don't ever, 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 ever put me in a position where I gotta look at you the way I look at them. You're not gonna like it there. I promise you. Because this right here, this ain't the Ten of Swords. This ain't the Tower. This right here, this is cold. This is walking by you and not even being affected. Not even looking twice. I never knew you. You never existed. You're not important. You're no one. You're nothing. Once this happens, or once someone realizes that this has happened, this Five of Cups is gonna, if this is even redeemable, if this Five of Cups is even something that can be healed, if it's something that can be healed, it's gonna be a long ass time before it is healed. This is just the beginning. The Five of Cups is just the beginning. I don't know where I got this idea to read these big ass cards today. We've been doing this for a long time, right? Especially for those of y'all who've been watching me for a while. I've been here for a while doing this, right? Usually I take one for the team, but I'm just gonna jump the gun here and say this is one of y'all fault. I'm just gonna say it's one of y'all fault. Because, yo, the way I feel, like, I was dead set on the Sisters Sacred Tarot. The Sacred Sisterhood Tarot. I said it before I even took the deck out. I looked at it. I said, yeah, that's next. How we ended up here with this, that's not me. That's got to be one of y'all. Now I'm going to do like all the other readers do. This is one of y'all. This is a y'all thing. This ain't got nothing to do with me. You're? Word. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Listen, I got to tinkle. And I got to get in the shower because I'm trying to be like, I'll fast forward all night. That's my plan. That's my plan. So, I love y'all. I fuck with y'all the longest way. I was going to say tomorrow we're going to be live. No. The fuck, y'all are not going to see me tomorrow. I'm going to be the fakest hungover bitch tomorrow. That is my goal. And I say fakest because I don't drink, right? But I can still be turned. Ooh. King of Wands in the reverse and the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Don't I always say it? Don't I always say it and then it comes out in the cards? Look at this. Knight of Cups in the reverse. Y'all see that? And the King of Wands. The King of Wands in the reverse. Somebody's about to be rejected. They about to feel it in the worst way. Buki. Or they have already been rejected. Somebody may be in denial about the fact that something has ceased and desist. They ain't gonna be in for a rude awakening. Shout out to my Virgo, yo, because that little deck came in clutch. I didn't think I was ever gonna use that on camera. And not because I don't like them, because I find ways to shuffle them. But just because they're so small, I feel like you guys will have... I gotta go back and watch this live. Maybe tomorrow when I'm fake hungover. Because I want to see if you guys can see it. Those cards, those little cards. This right here was diabolical. I don't know whose fault this was right here, but like, look at this. Look at this shambles I gotta be in. The workout I gotta do to shuffle these cards. Anyway, it is Friday. I hope everyone has a safe rest of their weekend. I'll be kikiing on here with y'all, but like, dead ass, don't get into a car. Somebody's drinking and driving. Honestly, don't even get into cars. Period. Period. Period, period, period. Take an Uber, stay your ass at somebody's house. Do the walk of shame tomorrow. It'd be fun doing that. I'm trying to tell y'all. I love you guys, and I will see you guys again on Sunday for Sunday service. Sunday morning, I'm gonna put up the poll. Somebody was telling me that it wasn't sure where the poll was last week. It's on the post, the community board. So when you go on the channel, when you click on the channel, and you know it has like a section for home, section for videos, a section for my lives, or a section for the playlist, and then there should be a section. Some of you guys, it'll say community, and some of you guys, it'll say post, just because YouTube was updating and changed stuff up. Either way, it's the same section. That's where the polls are going to be. They're going to be up on Sunday to vote for next week, next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Listen, I'm going to let y'all know right now. Because I know the reason why this week was the fixed signs was because Aquarius. Like, I'm not even trying to toot y'all horn because I'm doing y'all reading right now. I said this even the other day. I know that. Like, I know I got mad Aquarius energy on my channel. Y'all done carried this channel on y'all backs on some real shit. So I just want to say and throw this out there. If next Sunday, because I'm going to do the same thing, fix and whatever else the other ones are, because I don't remember what they're called, but I'm gonna do the groups the same way. So if next week it's the fixed signs again, that's not on me. Y'all the ones voting. So make sure y'all vote. I'll remind y'all Sunday when we do our Sunday service. If y'all want to see the other signs, Pisces, Gemini, Cancer, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aries. Did we do Aries? We didn't do Aries. Like, if y'all want to see them, y'all gotta vote. You feel me? I love you guys. I fuck with you guys the longest way. Be careful. I'm starving too. I could go for some motherfucking penny. I think I got some inside. Anyway, I will catch you guys on Sunday. Now he would turn off the fucking music. Anyway, have a good night. Have a good rest of your weekend. And I will catch you guys. Oh, so everybody's hitting me up asking me about my Instagram. My Instagram is the same thing as my platform. I'm like thinking, do I got an underscore on the platform? No, it's 1981XO. That's my Instagram. Listen, the T, I make money on Instagram. So the T is not on Instagram. Y'all, what y'all want is my Snapchat. But y'all got to go to my Instagram in order to get my Snapchat. But that's the one y'all really want. Because I haven't been on Snapchat in a few years. But we just revamped that like last month. That's where the tea is at. That's where the ratchet shit be going on. You heard? So, I love you guys. And I will see you guys on Sunday for God's Day.